The scene is set about 45 minutes after Stefan and Gloria have went their separate ways this evening. Stefan had to be on his way to make it to work this evening. He thanked Gloria for a very wonderful evening and got her or walked her out to her car to make sure that she, more or less got on her way safely. Stefan took a cab to an area of northern downtown, across the 4-lane road that goes that traverses the distance between the north downtown area and the industrial district, Little Italy, and Chinatown. More or less across the street from the beginnings of the industrial district, he finds a second-hand shop. It's open a bit late, only for maybe another 15-20 minutes, but he goes in and as he's looking around, he spots a rack of jackets and begins looking for something that's more Mutt's style. A leather jacket to replace the one that was irrevocably damaged. Wow. Fortune favors the bold. After looking for just a few minutes, actually, he finds one that looks very well, more or less almost identical, although some could say that all leather jackets in this style look the same. But it does have some metal studding at various points of the jacket. The cut of it is very similar to Mutt's. It seems rather like a rather large jacket. The waistband of the jacket has what looks like a belt, various zippers, snaps at various points along the cuffs, and pockets. And in this one, on the interior left-hand side of the breast, wow, it even has a breast pocket interior. He takes a look at the tag and takes a look at the jacket and pulls out his cell phone, flips it open, and finds Mutt's phone number. Because he has a question to ask him. As a few moments, and the phone, at least on Stefan's end, begins to ring.
Mutt is out and about tonight. He's been trying to stay as far away from his apartment as he can, while Axel has helped him out a little bit on investigating if his place has been bugged. So far, no success on that at all. And the paranoia has been getting to him a little bit. His night sleeps have not been as well as he had hoped. He kind of has the ring around his eyes as if a man who's barely slept over the course of 2 days. Slightly agitated. Of course, wouldn't you be agitated if you thought someone fucking got in your place and just started, no. Things fine. Get into that shit. It's good. Is this Stefan? Oh, fuck. Hello? Yeah?
Mutt, I'm glad to see you answered the phone this evening.
Yeah, hey, Stefan.
I I have a question. Do you know exactly what your jacket size is?
Um, I'd say 2X.
Um,
I'm a big strong man, you know that.
Generally speaking, it is measured in short and long. It's a number, but well, let's see. For me, it is 42 long generally,
Uh,
but you're a bit taller.
well, I'm about 6 foot, so I mean, 42 should be all right, I guess. Why, you found something?
Well, oh, I cannot find a size tag, but I found a jacket in a second-hand shop that is a dead ringer for the one that was destroyed.
Well, now, how much does it cost?
No, that is not mattering at all. Meet me. How close to the industrial district are you?
Well, I've uh, I've been in downtown for a while, so probably I can get the industrial district fairly quickly.
Um, Meet me at my work, and I will have a gift for you.
All right, I can't wait then. I'll see you then. Bye.
Will do. Stefan hangs up, places the phone back into the right breast pocket of his sport coat, and the tag on the jacket is about $75. He pulls out 75 of the 200 that he generally carries with him, and heads up to the counter where the shopkeeper greets him.
Yeah, what you want, buddy?
I would like to purchase this jacket. As a matter of fact, how are you doing this evening?
Well, I've been on my fucking feet all goddamn day, and some other shit, but more or less fine. You don't look the type to have this kind of gear,
It
but
is for a friend of mine. Unfortunately, oh, I managed to rather destroy his last fun, and I kind of owe him.
it seems you own pretty nice. I mean, 75, it's not bad. I mean, it's not like one of those fucking $200 ones you see up in uptown or what the fuck ever, but looks all right. Yeah.
I'm certain it is not the price that matters, it is the symbol of the thing.
Yeah, right on. I can dig that. Brings it up. Yeah, it's about 75.
He hands the shopkeeper $75. And if I know you are closing not too long from now, have you ever visited the last resort in the industrial district?
Yeah, my buddy Mel. Mel, he goes there from time to time. I usually go by there. Usually Mel goes there when he doesn't want to be with the wife. You know how he is.
Mel. Oh, yeah. I believe doesn't he work in one of the shipping warehouses in the industrial? Yeah. I have seen Mel in a little bit here and there. I bartend at the place. Evenings, 10 to 2.
Well, if they let me out of here, I'll probably head over there. Probably only place to find decent beer anyway, not like those fucking clubs they got down here for all the fucking young kids. Makes me sick.
They are quite loud, I do have to agree, but when you are young, you have to do something. It is either that or get into trouble. It's many of the things that you hear about in the news and
Oh, yeah, let me tell you about those things. I swear, this fucking city is going to hell in a handbasket. What we need is some good Christian values.
well, if you would not be opposed, and Stefan kind of looks the man dead in his eyes as it seems like he's making eye contact with him, conversational like. Stefan kind of looks intently. He says, "Speaking of troubles, you should definitely stay outside of the historic district at night. With the People's Army and such, you would not want to be caught up in anything that is dangerous."
All right.
Given he's a mortal and probably a low-willed mortal, that's why I didn't roll for the mesmerize.
Yeah, that's fine.
But and Stefan kind of takes the jacket up after paying for it. He says, "You have a good evening, and if you do stop by, just make sure that you have a safe way to get home. If you need a cab, I am more than happy to call one for you."
All right, buddy. You take care, and you take care of your friend's jacket. I'm pretty sure if you mess up this one, I'm pretty sure you won't exactly make it out alive.
It could indeed be a death sentence if something happens to another one. I will see you around.
All right, buddy. All right.
The door closes on his way out, and he heads across the street, looking both ways, and then he just kind of hot foots it a little bit. Now, fuck it, I'll go ahead and make a. By the time he gets to the other side, if he could be winded, he would be winded. But he slows down a bit and then finishes crossing the street and begins heading toward the last resort. Takes him about another 20 minutes, maybe 25. The walk inward 3 blocks. But eventually, Stefan rounds the corner, heading toward the front of the last resort.
Mutt has been walking to the last resort. Does he get there before Stefan? Let's see. He gets there a little bit later. Takes a couple of the little bit more of the scenic route. He's still paranoid about the gangs in the projects, so he's been trying to stick as closely as he can to places away from the projects or where he would think prying eyes have been. So it takes him a little bit longer to get to the last resort than it would usually. But he gets there.
By the time Mutt gets to the last resort, Stefan has gone inside and started his shift. Dave has, been his usual Davey self and taken off, like he's heading to a hot date, as usual. And Stefan is just standing behind the bar. He's practicing his pour count because he's gotten several very agitated memos from the owner and his employer. And he's cleaning up, keeping the area clean, wiping down the bar, wiping down bottles, scrubbing the area just under the front bar and cabinetry of the back bar. You know, the foot, the kickboard area, basically scrubbing the tiles down.
As Mutt walks into the last resort, scanning over the place like usual, finds Stefan there cleaning as usual.
When you step up to the bar is when you see him. He's down there. Come on, you annoying little shit! Come off of the sit tile. And he's
You having trouble over there?
Stefan gets to his feet and he kind of places the basically it's an SOS pad on, you know, like a plastic handle kind of thing. He places that to the side, washes his hands. No, not the problem. It's just a lot of stuck on Gumgun's tiles. This is the first time I've been able to get to this. The coolers took me at least 2 weeks apiece.
Ugh, sounds like murder.
Yeah, it is what it is. Besides that, I've been working on my pour count to get better.
You in trouble with the boss or something?
Well, he has made mention of, you know, between myself, Dave, and Sarah, costing him money, but and at this, the guy at the door kind of, you know, has this look like fucking blowhard. You know, the mention of Stefan's employer kind of has that annoyed look on his face.
Well, thankfully I'm my own boss, so I set my own hours.
I have something for you, though.
Oh, do you now?
He goes to the back, and just a few moments later, he comes out with, indeed, something that looks exactly like the jacket you had, except this one has a couple of chains hanging off the side, kind of, you know, connected from the back to the front, making loops like this. 2 loops. 1, 2 on each side.
If I could whistle, that's what we'd be doing right now. Just a good old whistle at the sight of that beautiful, beautiful jacket.
Yeah,
she is a beauty. Takes it, looks it over, feels the leather in his hands. Oh, how I've missed this feeling, Stefan. You have no idea how much. You do not know how happy this makes me feel.
Oh, I have quite the idea, actually.
Mutt takes out his phone and kind of does that. Lets his mohawk out a little bit, give it some air, and then he wraps it. He wraps the jacket onto his body, not taking off the hoodie, but just putting it like this. Looks pretty nice. When I get somewhere, I'll take this hoodie off, but it served me well, so I'm not going to get rid of it anytime soon.
Stefan kind of leans on the bar a little bit closer, lowers his voice considerably. So, about that thing with your apartment, have you been able to figure anything out?
No, not at all. Axel was looking, but he didn't find anything. Not that I'm not grateful for him for doing that. It's just, well, it's been hard to sleep. Been a little on edge lately. I can't even go and be with someone because I'm scared that, well, if it is, then she's gonna get involved. I don't want that shit to get involved. You know what I mean?
I can understand exactly what you mean. My schedule generally is busy through most of the week, including the weekend. Although I may be able to help you out on a Sunday night, preferably upcoming. I may be able to take a look at this little issue of yours. And
Well, I'll have to pencil you in and see. Kind of makes it look like he has one of those notebooks, schedule books. Let's see. Sunday. I could schedule you in for a late night. How's midnight, 2 in the morning?
um, it's on a Sunday. I believe we can do it more about 11 p.m.
I could probably move. Something from there. All right. Yep. I think we could do it then. Not booked solid yet.
While Stefan is kind of looking at you while having the conversation, he's going to attempt to kind of read you, to gauge you, kind of see um, what your emotional state is like. Let me see. Oh, wow. Interesting. So I can actually recognize this. Oh, wait. Difficulty 8. One success. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't get much more than what he already knows. A pale aura emanating from Mutt as he is kindred. And he does it completely without you knowing. Um, I would suggest, though, that if possible, you may have to owe Axel for this one. In the meantime, keep an eye on your apartment just to make sure that the door is locked at all times. But as far as staying somewhere during your sleeping hours, maybe ask Axel if he can assist you with a place to stay.
I'd like to, but well, you know how he is about things. I mean, I don't think he really liked me staying at his place before. I mean, the guy likes his privacy, that sort of thing. I'll ask him if I see him, but I don't know.
Or have you ever been to the warehouse on the docks, E3 Junction 12?
Yeah, I went there. I went there a while ago. Axel told me about it.
It's out of the way and has several office buildings with no windows, um, and several little nooks and crannies that one could worm their way into. If you are quiet enough and not seen and do not make much of a commotion, that should be a more than adequate safe space for you to sleep.
Sounds like a plan. I was hoping to Well, I was hoping to stay with Lacey, but she's been busy lately. I'm going to try and call her again and see if I can stay with her, but if not, I'll definitely go there.
At least that way, you know that there's a safe place for you to lie low. But
Yeah.
remember, keep an eye on your apartment to make sure that the door is locked and that nobody attempts to break in. You may not have much, but what you do have, you value.
Yeah. It's not the it's not the people, it's not them taking stuff, it's putting things there that don't belong there. That's what I'm concerned about. But I'll do that. Don't worry about it. Okay?
And when you're ready, you have my number. Give me a call, and
Yeah.
I will see what I can do. But I should really get back to work right now. I have a
Yeah.
lot to catch up.
Yeah. I'm gonna give someone a call. But well, thanks for the jacket. I appreciate it. And well, Stefan, you have yourself a pleasant night.
I will indeed.
With that, feeling his new jacket on his between his fingers once again, Mutt, in a somewhat more happier state, leaves the last resort and with his phone out is looking to call Lacey once again. Will she pick up? Who knows?
Um, Stefan goes back to his work, um, serving drinks in between his cleaning, at least until closing time. Um, Practicing his pour count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the third 1, 2, 3,